everyone. Say, I had a question from a client that wanted to know about the steering and how to go about doing it on the Navigator system. I don't know if they were a little confused. They were using another monitor to do the steering. I go, why would you want to do that when you can do it all on one with this beautiful display here? And it's quite simple. What we're going to do here, we're going to reset the guidance lines. And these are our tabs that we'll have to do with. And everything's controlled right in these tabs. For our feature of boundaries and our legend, setting up flags, and managing our guidance patterns. We can go into here if we need to set up different steering types that Navigator has. Right now we got a Paradigm on this machine, and if it's all set up ready to go, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can work with on the display itself. But basically all the configuration on your steering is done up in this screen right here, and once this is set up, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You can manage patterns. I have quite a few. I've switched guidances in the past, and so there's more than enough here, and I should really clean it up. But for example, what we're going to do here, we're going to choose new, and these are some of the patterns that we can choose from. A straight is going to be our A to B line if we want to set an A point and then a B point, and then string the line between the 2 points. Or if we go into there, which I'll show you in a second, we can create a new line as well, according to an A plus line. Like your heading, you want 90 degrees for east and west, 0 for north and south and such. Here's your pivot. I don't have any pivots, so I don't really have to worry about that. My popular ones I do is a smart path, identical curves a lot of times, or straight are some of the things I normally do. Smart path is really great for if you want to just kind of drive around the field and start it up, and then you can even import straight lines that you have in it. I don't have an example for you here, but I guess if we go into it here, you'll drive around on it only works when you're data logged, so the implement has to be in the ground. I believe, I'll double check on that. I think that's how it works for if you have something with an implement switch available. And then you can go in your A/B and you can create new guidance lines inside of that smart path that you have taken. And this is also where you would do a straight thing. You would go in here, set your heading, hit your check mark, and such. Or you can load up previous lines. We have a bunch of them in this field, and you can cycle through them here. And make sure you give it a nice name as well. We're going to reset this. We're going to load up a pattern that we've gotten here. Like I said, I got a lot of. Right, we want to load up our east side here, and this is great if you're bringing in another piece of equipment and you can use the same guidance lines. Your implement width will be as let's say you have an 80-foot sprayer and you only got a 40-foot planter. It'll populate in here as such and give you the distance off on the pattern, so you can shift left or right depending on how your A/B line was set up. That way it's all ready to go for you. Okay, here's our stringer, and then we'll go back into A/B and load up our guidance line on the bottom there. Okay, give it a little bit of time here for it to catch up because it's at the other end of the field. There it is. And what's great about this, we can switch between the two, and the description is down here. So we can have, I've had about 7 at one point in time, cycling all between them all, different points of the field, which is great to work with it. And then to enable our guidance for our path is our steering wheel button right there. You also get a few tight little features as far as guidance options. You can save the group if you got east, west, south, north, guidance lines set up already. We can go ahead and save the group as such and load up all those guidance lines all at the same time. We can shift our lines here. Our nudge is part of our buttons over here. Steering response for our steering controller right now. I'm trying to drive and talk at the same time here. And so there is a little bit of features with that if you need to use that here to kind of tighten up your steering controller, whether it being steer command or on track 3 or in our case a paradigm. And you can engage the steering as well right there. That way you can adjust it as you're using the steering system itself. But I hope that gives an insight on what it's capable, and it's not taking up any room by having steering run on your machine. So it's well worth look at maybe getting a system that works with your new ag leader display. Alright, thanks for watching.